Growing up, my childhood was a little different than your average kid. Well, it started out normal. I was your average kid, playing at the park, visiting Mickey at Disney World, and being a Girl Scout. But one particular day in 1996 changed everything. All of a sudden, my life took a huge turn down a completely different but exciting path. In June of 1996, my mom and dad took me to Canyon Park to see an ice show. I enjoyed the show so much that afterwards my parents enrolled me in skating lessons. Little did they know, they ignited a passion that would burn for a lifetime. I began taking group lessons and progressed quickly. I started taking private lessons when I became more advanced. Before I knew it, after a year of hard work, I was in that very same show that I saw with my parents. I was on the ice at least 5 days a week before and after school, practicing. I remember my dad having a hard time convincing me to get off the ice to go to school in the mornings. I was in the midst of a love affair with my sport. I was living and breathing skating. I couldn't get enough of it. My coaches guided me through landing jumps, executing spins, and choreographing programs for competitions. I competed in many competitions and did well, which motivated me to train harder and be better. The second summer of my skating career, my coach and family decided it was time to take my training to the next level. Lake Placid, here I come. I was honored to have the opportunity to spend the summer at the Olympic Training Center in the beautiful Lake Placid, New York. I spent at least 5 hours every day skating on ice surfaces that hosted the 1932 and 1980 Olympic Games. There is just something special about skating in the arena where the miracle on ice occurred just 17 years earlier. There always seems to be an air of persistence and triumph that lingers there. In addition to on-ice training, I took fitness, ballet, and trampoline classes and learned ice dancing as well. I made friends who also traveled from all over the world to train here. Lake Placid became a home for us, and we became a family. This summer was just the first of many. I would go on to spend the next 18 summers of my childhood in Lake Placid. Once I began college, I was worried that I would no longer be able to pursue my skating career. But I got lucky. I decided to go to SUNY Oswego and later found out they had a synchronized skating team. I was leery at first though. I had always been a single skater, never on a team. I was used to focusing on myself on the ice and no one else. Synchro was incredibly different, but I wanted to give it a shot. It was the only way I would be able to stay on the ice throughout college. I skated for the Oswego State Ice Effects for 2 years. I got used to the idea of depending on teammates and skating in line with other girls. I had a lot of fun making new friends and being a member of a team for the first time in my life, but my junior year of college proved too much. Practicing until 1 in the morning had me exhausted for early morning classes. I had to make the difficult decision to push skating aside for the next 2 years in order to complete my degree. As my senior year was coming to an end, I often wondered what would come next in my life as a skater. The answer came to me via text message from a good friend from my summers in Lake Placid. She told me one of her coaches was trying to start a high-level, very competitive synchro team. Here was my chance, but I hadn't been on the ice in 2 years. Would I even make the team? It was worth a shot. I was unable to attend tryouts since I was graduating the very same day, so I sent in videos of myself skating, and to my delight, I received a phone call that I had made the team. I was back in action, ready to rock. I was now the member of the elite Skyliner synchronized skating senior team. Here, I pushed myself farther than ever before. I trained 7 days a week, on ice and off ice. I continued to have an untraditional life. I didn't go out with my friends on Friday nights. I was on the ice with my teammates. However, I had some of the most incredible experiences. My team placed 5th in the country at our first nationals, which landed us a spot on Team USA. We performed at Rockefeller Center for the 60th anniversary of the Today Show and modeled for Montclair Grenoble during New York Fashion Week. The following season, we competed in Milan, Italy. At our second nationals, we claimed 4th place and received medals. This was one of my greatest accomplishments. It was then that I decided it was time to move on. I had many aches and pains from pushing my body for so many years, and I wanted to focus on my career. Today, I don't skate nearly as much as I did, but I'm still very involved. I have been coaching students of all ages for the last 10 years, and it has been so rewarding. I truly enjoy passing my passion for skating on to my students. But I always remember that little girl who fell in love with the sport of figure skating.